Hey guys, welcome to this episode of Intentionally Blank D&D. I'm your DM Kyle, and I'm joined by the lovely players Dakota, Levi, and Paisley.
Hello.
Before we begin,
Hello.
do you guys have any announcements?
Levi, we have to do it in sync.
Oh,
The
Like the
announcement
band?
is that
Okay.
Levi is out of sync with the rest of us and in touch with
And
reality.
get your shit together. We never previously discussed this, but now it will be in sync. No announcements, though.
Alright, the only thing I have was Talespire changed how some of the foliage works. So now you can just walk through it and not stand on top of it, because that was super annoying. They are still working on some things, like group movement, but we haven't heard any news about that recently. They also added another asset pack, but it was mainly for the futuristic set, so we don't use any of those. Alright. Then if you guys don't have anything else, I will get into last time. Last time on DnD. The favored few received a mission from Professor Unama while they wait for her to contact the general, which they had originally gone to her for. Their mission was to eliminate one of Unama's old contacts, Thurkir. Thurkir had been exploiting her by pretty much saying, if you don't pay me more, I'm gonna oust you to the guard. The party sets traps for him in the forest between the school district where Unama is and the rest of the city. While doing that, Asher checked in on him in the traders district, got a bit distracted, talked to the sellswords, and then looked about the market area, got some more information on some things. Returned to the other two who were then setting up some traps, and after doing that, returned back to the trader district to wait for Thurkir to leave for the forest. Upon leaving, Thurkir, along with two guards, walked the path and sprung the trap. All three of them were killed by the favored few, and pretty easily. I believe Blanche took some damage, but the other two were unscathed, and they set the scene to look like an accident. After this, the favored few went home to rest. The next morning, Asher went to talk with Unama and came across Thurkir's body, which had not been found yet. She got the guards and showed them the scene, and we begin this scene, or this session, with Asher returning after doing this and telling the group that all of this had transpired.
And scene.
Good
Great
session,
job,
guys.
everybody.
All right. Everyone go home.
but I didn't kill anything yet.
You can't stay here, but you can't go home either.
You can't stay here, but you can't go home. You're right. Levi didn't get to kill anything. We have to at it.
Okay. I'm pretty sure this was the day after Blanche had taken serious wounds.
Yeah, you had taken very serious wounds. They got a couple lucky hits in, but you wake up and for whatever reason, your wounds are all healed.
Wow.
That's what a good night's rest would do.
Magic.
That's what not drinking a single drop of water will do.
Don't tell the people that. Don't listen to him.
Don't drink water,
Hydrate.
people. It's a lie.
No. Drink water. Hydrate.
Just soda.
No.
Don't drink liquids.
Okay.
Only drink solids.
No. You.
Asher. as you guys are having this liquid solid conversation,
I'm about to have a liquid solid situation in my
Gross.
pants.
Don't.
you feel a familiar sound as you receive a message.
Oh.
And you can tell right off the bat that is Professor Unama's voice.
Ah. Okay.
It seems to be almost in mid-conversation.
Hmm.
I'll message them to come. I won't mention you, Varn, but I can tell them, but can I tell them to be nice with guests?
Scanning my brain. Who's born again?
Varn? I believe this was something that came up before, so I won't make you roll for it. Varn is the first name of the general.
It's General. Okay.
Man, she's just messaging us to save some time.
But you get this message, and about a minute passes of just silence afterwards. Then comes a second message. Come by for your reward. I have a guest. Do play nice.
Understood. We'll be there. Okay. I gotta go tell the boys. Because I think there's something my silly bard brain isn't thinking about here. Why did she message us the first part? Am I still in the house? Also, will you
Yeah.
drop me? Where am I?
You're
Oh, okay.
upstairs in the house.
Okay, I just didn't click it. Okay. Upon receiving this message, I go over and tell the fellas if they're home. Damn you, Roof.
Damn you!
It's okay, I got it. Okay. It's just really low.
I think Paisley forgot how to use Talespire.
Yeah.
But I'm back. Okay, Hoovu, come over here. Come over here. I gotta think on something because I think I have a puzzle. Riddle me this, boys. Unama just sent me 2 messages. One was mid-conversation with her and Vor.
Varn.
She was mid what?
Mid.
His name is Varn. V-A-R-N.
Mid.
Not Vor.
Mid-conversation with Vor. Varn.
If she can hold a conversation during that, wow.
Yeah, it's just a message just like,
Can't-
"Hwah."
Look. They were mid-conversation saying that Unama will ask the general for us to come by. And then she sent me a message saying, come for your reward and play nice with my guest. What does it mean?
It could mean that the general has something for us, but he doesn't want it known that the general is asking us to do something.
Maybe. Okay.
That she
I was
wants us
wondering
to
if-
assassinate the general.
Let's go with that.
No. I put a hand on his shoulder. No. Look. Although I was kind of worried that maybe this would be some sort of trap. Yeah. Should we all go?
Yes.
Okay. Come on, let's go.
Okay.
Okay. This was some risky business. I'm gonna be a little paranoid on my way out.
Okay.
On the way there, I'm gonna be like, assessing my surroundings,
All right.
making sure nobody's following us.
Make
and
a perception check.
Okay. I bet there's going to be some gray bears lingering.
Why don't you go ask your mom?
Oh, I don't know shit.
You
Distracted
are
by his comment, I'm like, your mom, and just kind of.
you're pretty much racked with like worry, and you feel like there's someone around every single corner.
God, jeez. I shaken my boots the whole way there.
Yeah. I will say, I think Hoovel has the
Is he
best.
okay?
Oh, you mean Gerard, the usual drunk that sits at the bottom of the stairs waiting for people to pass by and give him money?
Oh, okay. Well, he's just dead.
Yeah, with a knife next to him.
Yeah.
Ah! Gerard! The NPC I didn't know I was attached to.
Well,
Okay.
Where we going?
good luck.
So as
Hold
you
on,
guys walk
following
through
you.
the Ash District,
I was following you.
Oh, I swear to God. This will get us nowhere.
know.
Okay, let's do a quick wiggle scan.
as you guys move through the Ash District, Hoovel, I believe you have the best passive perception.
Mine's at 15.
Maybe.
Mine's
not-
at-
I had the best passive perception. Mine's 17.
Oh shit.
But I rolled a 1, so.
Yeah. This is different, so I will say passive perception for Hoovel is 18. So I'll say Asher and Hoovel, you pick up on this. I'll say Blanchy too, because you guys can discuss it. As you're walking through town, you do hear a couple conversations of people just saying like, I can't believe they closed it down. And then like didn't strike you as anything weird. But then like more people are like, did you hear the news? And it just seems like people are gossiping like every corner of the Ash District.
When after I hear it a couple times,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna if I ever hear it like going around a corner, I want to stop, like around the corner,
Okay.
and listen to the conversation.
Okay. Yeah, and you hear two people kind of just like, I've never heard of them closing a whole district before, but where am I supposed to get my things now? I can't buy anything. And the other one's just like, hey, shouldn't last for too long. Hopefully, this is unprecedented. Like I've never heard of this before. And they kind of trail off, but get the gist that one of the districts has been closed, and
it's one that people buy stuff from.
yeah.
I tell the party, give me one moment. We'll meet you guys there. And then I break away from the group, and I go and try to find Senna.
Okay.
Okay. So you go to find Senna.
I told you this was happening, Kyle.
Hoovel and Asher, you guys continuing to the school district, or are you waiting?
We'll head that way, but like slowly.
Okay. So while you guys do that, Blanche, you can find Senna pretty easily. That bar that you guys went to before, that was like open roofed. She normally hangs out there during the day.
Okay.
Oh, I don't have Senna as like a person. I have her in here somewhere. There she is. You can see, like, I guess there'd be less people, kind of just like hanging around during the day. But you do see a couple people over at the arm wrestling table, going at it, and Senna looks to have bet quite a favorable amount, and is like yelling at the guy like right on his shoulder to push through the pain.
Okay. Without interrupting the fight, I'm gonna come and stand next to Senna.
Okay. And she does acknowledge you, but continues watching the fight, and for a couple more seconds, and then the guy that she's behind ends up winning, and she collects a bit of gold. And as she does, she's kind of like bumping elbows with the guy next to her, who seems to have bet on the other guy. Takes pretty much all of his money. He leaves in a huff, and she turns towards you.
I motion for the table and sit down on
Okay.
a pile of rubble.
Yeah, and she kind of leans forward on the table as it is about chest height to her. And she says, "Well, what brings you around here? I haven't seen you just hanging about the Ash District very often."
I've come looking for you, actually. Have you heard of these rumors of a district being closed?
I have.
What can you tell me about that?
You know, there's not a lot of information going around town yet. It's mostly just rumors about people not getting into the Traders District. I can't go there myself. Doesn't seem like they let people that look like this out of the Ash District very often, but...
I can think of a very opportune situation for us if that's the case.
Interesting.
I would like you to run my storefront for a while.
She looks at you quizzically.
With the with access to the trading district being limited, people are going to want their goods. And if we're the only store in the Ash District, I'm sure plenty of people will stop by.
You see a grin cross her face, and she leans on the table, even more so than she already was, kind of like getting a little bit closer so you guys can whisper a bit more. She says, "That is a very opportune offer you have. And you would say you trust me with this?"
Of course. I say with no hesitation.
Okay. Well, I would be delighted to.
Now, of course, I wouldn't ask you to do this for free, and I take out 30 gold pieces.
And you give her the 30 gold pieces?
Yep. And I tell her that this is just a sign-on bonus for you helping us out.
Whoa. Puts the coins in her own pouch and says, "That is quite a bonus."
And then after the day's end sales, we can discuss portion of that going to you as well, of course. And just as you came to us with nefarious goods, if anybody seems to have that, just take note of them and tell them to come back at a later time. And we can discuss some of those items as well.
Interesting. Yes.
I have. Do you remember those kids that I've had you?
Yes, they're doing wonderfully.
I'm gonna talk to them and see if they can spread the word.
I think they would be able to do that very quickly.
I would have liked to build up a little bit more of a stockpile before officially opening, but I can't pass up an opportunity like this.
Of course, and I believe anyone in this district would be happy to have something a little bit closer, as the Trader District is quite a distance. Costs a good portion of their coin bag to get to.
Right, and that's not even talking about getting home with it.
Exactly. I think
So-
this is wonderful.
So if you follow me, I can show you around the store officially, and show you my ledger for all the pricings and everything. Of course, you're free to fudge those numbers. We are in a bit of an emergency.
Yes, I believe people would be willing to pay a bit more.
Price of convenience, as they say.
Yes. And tilts her head back and laughs a bit. I believe this will be the start of something great.
And with that, I start heading to.
Okay. So
Our
while you
place.
show her about,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go through the ledger.
Yeah.
But you show her around the house. Show her how to sell and stock and do stuff like that. Just the very bare bone basics of how to
Yeah.
run the store.
Yeah. And then I hand over pretty much. It's just like a spreadsheet that I made in a journal with what we have, how much like the lowest we can sell for, our goal price.
Another thing I
various
was
things
thinking
like that.
about is I see a few things on this list that are missing, and I've seen them around town. I believe those three could help us with that. Things go missing all the time, and those things could be sold again in store. Is that something you'd be interested
absolutely.
in? Terrific.
And I lean in and was like, "How do you think I filled these shelves already?"
And she laughs at that and says, "Well, I will make sure that you make a profit."
Will you be contacting the children, or would you like me to?
I can contact them.
And I give her another, let's just say, like 9 gold to give to the children,
Okay.
because there's 3 of them, right?
Yep.
So I give her 9 to give 3 to each.
Okay.
And I tell her, good luck with your sales, and I hope we get some customers soon.
Yes, and good luck with your next mission, whatever it is.
I give her a nod, and I make my way, and I'm like walking pretty briskly to try to catch back up.
Okay. Blanche and, or not Blanche, Hoovel and Asher, would you guys like to do anything while it's just you guys, or are you trying to just kind of leisurely walk?
I think I'm just leisurely walking. Yeah,
Okay.
just buying time.
I'm just following behind.
Okay. So I'll say all 3 of you spend 2 copper getting through the 2 gates. At the front gate, it does seem like the guards are checking people a bit more thoroughly than usual, but they don't find anything of interest on you guys. But they let you through. And I'll say, Blanche, you catch up with them in the forest between the school district and the residential. And I'll just say, as you guys pass through the forest, the area that you guys had fought in before is now cleaned up. Seems like they cleaned it up fairly quickly once it was found. It's only been a couple hours since then. And then I'll just bring you to the school district. Okay. You guys arrive in the school district. Looks the same as always, just pretty barren. People are really scraping that last month of summer away from the school.
Well, I guess we
During the
Okay.
walk through the woods, I update them, letting them know that our store is going to be officially opening today.
Ooh. Okay. Well, that's good.
And I
Right.
share with them the little bit of information I got about the trading district being closed.
Mm. Oh, that works pretty good for us. Okay. Love that.
I told you I was focusing on the shop today, Kyle.
One way or another, you got it in.
Yeah. Levi, are you still here?
No, I think he died.
I think he might have died because he
Yeah.
left the map. I'll be Levi.
It's in the chat.
Do you go up to
I,
a rooftop?
No, I follow the rest of the group.
Okay.
That's what he's been doing so far.
Okay, good. Yeah.
All right, what are you guys up to?
I tell Levi that he has, or I tell Hoovel that he has to be the one to do the talking, and I usher him forward.
No.
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 Kill thing? Yeah. The use.
Okay, well, I make my way to Anuma's. I think Paisley's just hanging out at the gate.
Okay.
Mhm. No, I'm coming. I hesitate, but I'm going.
Okay.
Well, Noma is alone in here, so I'm instantly wary because she said there was a guest. Where's Levi?
Maybe his computer just died.
Yeah. Or maybe he died and he fell forward and disconnected when he hit his keyboard.
Yeah, his head hit his keyboard, and then his desk fell, and his computer blew up.
Yeah.
And then his house caught fire.
Yeah.
We
Then
will
his
never
neighbor's
know.
house caught fire.
As you guys walk in, you see Professor Unama at her desk as normal, but alongside her, you see General Gallius, who you've met before, a human who has long blonde hair tied back in a bun, a blonde goatee, shiny silvered armor with an accent of black and red for the Kesdon colors. At his side, he has a large warhammer. Across his back, he has a trident. And then on his other side, you can see a few hand axes. And as you all walk in, he looks like he is in mid-conversation with Unama, but as you guys walk up, they stop, and he turns to look at all of you. Hello. Please, have a seat. And as you do, Unama does the normal closing of the door with a wave of her hand. And I believe Levi... Yeah. His Wi-Fi cut out. Good?
No, I'm dying.
Ah, dang. Anyway. Pace, you're also muted.
Oh, I was like, anyway.
No, we're all playing this game muted.
Apparently. I'm just playing by myself.
Sad DM. You like
Uh,
moving around like figures.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
all by myself. Played 4 different people.
Not to judge anybody who chooses to play D&D solo.
Yeah.
That's good.
Nerds.
It's a good thing.
The
No.
General Gallius motions over to Professor Nama and says, Lana here tells me you are all looking for more work. I believe that is excellent. We can always use more people, and she has been telling me more of your group's strong points.
Ah,
Yeah.
yes. Yes, I would like to hear what Lana had to say about us.
Professor Noma stares daggers at you.
I like elbow him. Don't. That's so cringy.
When she does that, I just give a little smirk.
Even if you graduate, that's still Mrs. Unama, or like, yeah, at the very least, if not professor.
Yes, she's been telling me that you guys are quite capable in both stealth and the retrieval of items. Now,
That's
here's-
it. That's all we're good at.
here's the thing. I have been researching a few cases recently. Nothing too major. A few break-ins, some murders, some things missing. Nothing out of the usual, but some similar descriptions keep popping up. The most recent, and by far most dangerous, was an attack last night. And you guys can tell Unama, normally stone-faced, is looking a bit sheepish right now. Someone under our employ, meaning my employ, was killed along with their guards. Then this morning I hear of some descriptors coming here, found by a half-elf named Asher, and owl folk leaving the area the night before. Not evidence in itself, but when it forms a pattern, my interests are piqued. Now, whether the killers knew what this meant or not, this has set off a chain reaction. And
Levi,
cutting
you back?
formalities, I'd like to hear what you think.
Yeah. I'm trying to.
Levi,
launch
you're very
Talespire.
quiet.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Levi, I have no idea how much of that you caught.
Apparently we got caught. At the very
Nope.
end, like 30
Nope.
seconds.
Nope. Admit to nothing. Admit to nothing. You were seen leaving the area the night before
Oh.
the crimes
So
happened.
they suspect we weren't actually caught.
Mhm. Okay, okay. Nobody talk. I got this. Yes, I was the one to report the crime. Yeah, I was on my way to the school for business to check in with some old professors I had here. It was definitely a very gruesome sight. As for my friend here, he hunts that area fairly regularly. We sell meats and pelts, or we're trying to anyways. So he goes a little bit on the outskirts, sometimes near the paths, but his arrows never stray far. He's an excellent archer, so he definitely wouldn't have hurt anybody, if that's what you're implying.
I'm
And,
sorry I can't be of more help. I was setting up for a grand opening of our shop in the Ash District. The grand opening is today.
Yeah.
It's where we plan on selling his furs and the meats and stuff. We wanted to create a more localized shop for the people in the Ash District.
We've been pretty busy at work getting everything already. Just filling our shelves has, between the jobs we have been taking, it's been absorbing a lot of our time. So I can assure you we haven't been up to any malicious activity as that.
And of
Shall
course, as he stands up and kind of just walks to the edge of the table. I'm not blaming you for any of this. I'm just saying there are some just reoccurring themes. Half-elf named Asher and a owl folk involved. Before I quite remember one of our more prominent trading companies being set ablaze. One of the escape vessels used belonged to someone who said they had sold it to a half-elf. It was also interesting that people had seen some explosions caused by an archer. Then, later, we came across a fellow who had his store robbed, who saw a passerby saw a half-elf outside waiting for quite some time, and a owl folk flying away.
Well, I don't own a boat. The boat you're referencing, a man was teaching me how to fish on it, which may be why you saw me on a vessel suiting that description. Again, catching fish for our storefront. I do laze about the districts fairly often after I go tired of playing my instruments for the passerbys, but yeah, I can see where you're gearing at. We are all over the place. We cover a lot of ground. So, I don't think it would be so strange that you'd see our faces popping up where things are happening.
Yes, and I do believe you. Partially. But, I'd like to stop beating around the bush. I know your group has been up to some devious deeds, and I'm not here solely to take you in or anything of the sort. I would like you to offer you 2 choices right now, and more later on, depending on what you choose. On one hand, you can follow me. I will show you firsthand what events have transpired because of this most recent choice. Or, on the other hand, I can personally beat you within an inch of your lives, here and now. If you survive, we'll take you to Grey Rock. I believe the first option is of more benefit to all of you.
Oh, do you know how badly I want to do I don't want to react to that.
Why? I mean, being that that is the case, I suppose we'll follow you. Yeah. Field trip.
Excellent choice. I am so glad you chose that one. And kind of looks over to Professor Unama, who's just like hands on her chin, just staring down at her desk, like sweating bullets, trying not to be involved whatsoever, and looks back to her and says, "If you would, the door." And she like waves her hand, and the door opens.
Okay. I start to follow him.
Okay.
I slowly stand up, and as I'm leaving, I turn back and I give her a very small nod and say Lana, but there's no sign of respect in me replying to her or me addressing her.
You. Nobody. Teachers don't even have first names. Like, they don't exist.
That's what I was getting at, is I no longer see her as the professor.
Oh, yeah.
Like, she just allowed that to happen.
Yeah.
Well.
No, I'm not saying anything on her part. I'm saying that's how Blanche is seeing that.
That's fair. That's fair.
All right. Are you guys doing anything other than following?
Nope. No tricks. I'm just coming.
Nope. I'm just making sure that my bow stays on my back and stays with me.
Okay. Yeah, and he has done nothing to disarm you guys.
He did nothing to
Oh,
accuse
and
me in any
point of
way,
fact-
shape, or form.
Yeah, he did not.
And in point of fact, I don't have my quiver with me, so
Okay.
it's just like the ghostly arrows.
Okay.
So everyone will think I'm all unarmed because I have a bow with no arrows, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're looking unintimidated. Just cooperative.
So, you guys walk along with the general, and so we don't have to go into like 5 different maps. He leads you through the residential, through the social, crafting, and then to the trader district. Along the way, he seems pretty jovial, shakes hands with a few people who recognize him, and he is like in a very flashy attire, so a lot of people do recognize him. Just kind of going about his day. You guys are following, and he does check to make sure you guys are following him. But eventually you get to the trader district, and the trader district, different than usual, has been gated off. But as he approaches, the guards kind of stand aside and raise the gate.
Along the path, are there any like small food vendors or anything? Anybody selling any kind of snacks?
Yes. I would say, probably through the social district, you could probably find uh,
Apples and skewers.
yeah, just some
and-
small stalls. They wouldn't be
Mhm.
like large.
Every
or
time
anything.
he looks back, I'm eating something different.
Okay.
That's what you're getting at.
That's solely
Oh,
what I was. One of those things is wrong.
Yeah, one of those things is wrong, and I forgot to set the atmosphere settings.
I fixed portcullis.
Thank you. Fuck, I had this all set up. I'll just go with that one. And that one. Okay. Damn it. Okay. You guys get to the traders district, and the first thing that you notice, it is much quieter than it normally is. The people that you would generally see as soon as you walk in the gate, running about or doing things, it's just vacant streets.
One sec, guys. BRB.
The general just says, "Come this way." As he walks and then walks towards the market square. I'll control Paisley. And Levi, are you not in yet?
I went to launch Talespire, and it says ready to launch. Like, there's like a Steam message saying ready to launch, but it seems like it's updating something, and it keeps going from 4 minutes to 10 minutes, back down to 4 minutes.
Okay.
I'm like,
Dakota,
approximately
could
ready
you
to
stream
launch
for Levi?
Yeah.
Dope. So Levi, you can watch in Discord.
Okay, I'm back. Got some
Okay.
snacks because we're about to see a shit show.
As
No, we already saw it.
General,
It's all over.
Yeah, it's all over.
Yeah.
General Gallius leads you guys into the main square of like tents and selling points, and the smell hits you first. It smells of rotting flesh, and as you look around, it's very clear why, as multiple undead are laying on the ground as guards are bustling about, picking up severed pieces of body.
Did you say undead?
Undead. Now re-dead.
Re-dead.
Yeah. Laying about,
That
you
sounds
see
like an anime.
you see zombies. To your left, you do see someone who doesn't appear to be a soldier is picking up different pieces. But mainly around you see guardsmen. And the general just nods and continues on his walk. Again, you see another larger, this time a furbolg is just like picking up like a full body of someone. Looks pretty disgusted, but is just doing it. But continuing through.
While I'm going down here, are all of the bodies around like of zombies? None of them are of like.
You see mainly zombies. You kind of look at a few of them closely, and what you thought were just mangled zombie corpses were in fact people. They are just mangled enough that they look to be undead.
Okay.
I
was just trying to get the gist of like, was it just zombies that were killed here and no casualties, or were there casualties?
It looks like there was a fair amount of casualties.
Okay.
People leaning over their stalls. Looks to be like a quick death, but pretty gruesome. But a majority probably zombies.
Okay.
Continues walking. And like talks to some of the guards along the way, puts his hand on their shoulders, and tells them that they're doing a good job. Continues walking. Gets to the end of the street and turns the corner. At this point, you guys do see a different sight. As you turn the corner, you can see Arnak's shop, completely encased in what looks to be a bubble of blue. And two guardsmen are kind of like knocking on the bubble. And as they knock on it, like where their fist connects, you see ripples go out and kind of like encase the whole bubble before dispersing. And then from them you hear, "Sir, you need to leave. It's a royal order," with no response. But inside you do see Arnak bustling about, doing his normal thing. Looks like he's prepping something to be made, just completely ignoring them.
Yeah, he's a busy guy.
But as you get further, you hear the sounds of shouting, and you look to your right before you get to the stairs, and you can see 3 guardsmen, and they have like spears at like their max distance, kind of like keeping one more zombie at bay, as it's like kind of trying to get at them, but they keep poking it back. As the general turns to see this, he raises one hand, and you can see a somewhat shadowy figure of himself appear behind the zombie, and as it does, it hits the zombie multiple times with a large hammer that looks very similar to the general's, and kills it probably in like 2 hits, but hits it 4 times, and then disperses it.
Does this happen within the walls, or like within the cities?
Sorry, what was that?
I said, is this the first time I'm encountering a zombie, or has this happened in the city since my time here?
This has not happened in the city before. You know of zombies. You know it's a thing.
Yeah.
But no, this is not like a regular thing.
Oh. Okay.
But yeah, he quickly disperses of the last zombie as all three guardsmen like turn around and nod towards the general and start picking up the bodies around that area. And he nods back and looks to you guys and says, "Let's continue." As you guys get to the top, you see another person, not in guard's outfit, but they do seem strong, and it seems like the people that are not guardsmen seem to all be strong or fit. But looking up this way, you do see multiple bodies lined up of humans, halflings, elves, just a plethora of different races lined up, completely dead. And then one guardsman in better armor, full plate, is kind of directing people, telling them where to lay people.
Playing tic-tac-toe with bodies.
Yep. But then he continues on, and Asher, this is a sight that all of you would find staggering, but you especially, since you were just here yesterday and it was normal. But as you get up the top of the stairs, you see rubble thrown about, housing destroyed, and you see a large crater where Thurkir's shop used to be.
Whoa. Oh my gosh. I rush up to the edge of the rubble.
And as you look down, it is a deep hole of just looks to be thrown dirt and rock just everywhere in this area.
Damn, Kyle, you were hard at work. That's a lot. That's a lot of rock pieces you had to put.
I did find a prefab that was similar to this, but I did a lot of work to make it this. I just don't want to take all the credit for it. But yeah, he lets you kind of stand there for a few seconds.
How did this happen?
And as you guys are kind of looking around, General Galley speaks up again and says, "Now, I know, or at least hope, that this was not what you were looking to accomplish, which is why I'm giving you this opportunity. I'll give you a moment to look about, talk amongst yourselves. Just know where you stand, and if I think you are trying anything, I'll have the full force of my guard crash down upon you." And with that, he nods and kind of walks off and begins like picking up bodies himself, and leaves you guys to it.
I'm around here.
This is the first moment since you've met him that you've had like free time to talk amongst yourselves.
I'm putting a little bit of distance.
Okay.
Yeah, over here, everybody.
Yeah, directly underneath a light. My exact position I want to be in.
We're not. This isn't a call to arms. This is just a. What the hell? What the hell is this hole? Zombies? Where did this come from? Does he think we released some sort of dark magician? Or I don't know what would have caused it.
I'm not sure the person who was attacked last night, but maybe they had more to do in this city than people believe they did.
Interesting. That's a pretty good possibility. Yeah. We took the info at face value. We didn't truly know this guy. So we don't know if the person who passed away what sort of like balance he was keeping. Um, yeah, it's hard to believe one man would have such an essential role in the city. Because, yikes, that's a lot hanging by a thread if it's just all up to one person to not release zombies and create craters in the earth. um, hmm. Okay. So what do we do now? We could retire. Although I don't have a mansion yet, and I was really looking forward to that. And buying that park that I know I'm never gonna buy, but would like to buy.
The mini golf park.
The mini golf park. Remember golf? We could invent that.
Remember this thing that doesn't exist?
I'll remember. Go on.
As you're talking, I'll say that you guys are wary about who's walking by, as there are guardsmen walking by occasionally, so you guys kind of like get quiet while they're walking by and then continue talking. You do see a few like of the people walk by and then they disappear into the shop that you guys are closest to.
Which is the sellsword place.
Mm-hmm.
I walk inside there. While I'm walking, I'm gonna walk pretty slowly as I pull out the thing Paisley gave us, the application form.
Mm-hmm. That's just like what do you do?
Yeah, and I just like quickly scribble on it, just like random shit that I can do.
Okay.
It's like straight out of the D&D Beyond, just your like spell list or something. What do you do? Well, I don't know.
Yeah, here's my stat
what I
block.
can do with a bonus
Here's my
action.
stat block.
Yeah.
And I walk inside.
Okay. Inside, you do see the guy who was just there, picking up what looks to be a body. You can't really tell if it was undead or a person before.
Who's the body? Is it the guy?
No, because as you walk in, you do see the guy that you talked to before is also kind of like picking up a body and dragging it across the floor towards the outer window. But as he sees you guys walk in, he kind of just drops it and comes to the counter. And,
I just slam my thing down and say, "You need a hand."
Oh yes. I believe you were here yesterday. And kind of like looks over the sheet. Yes, we do need help. Are any of you strong or can carry bodies?
Right as oh, excuse me. Right as he says that, I appear behind him and I pick up this body and I start carrying it out.
What's my strength? It's a -1. I'll try and drag a body a little bit.
Yeah, so you guys can both carry bodies. There's nothing like,
okay.
you can't. It's gonna take
Yeah.
you a bit, and it's probably.
I'm average strength. I'm at
Yeah.
his head. So.
Before I do that, I also slip him my application. Here
Okay.
you go.
And he says, yes, first of all, I don't know how you got here, but, if you would like to have work, we obviously are looking right now. We are doing excellent. We have been hired, for obvious reasons. We will pay you, 1 gold per body that you can bring to where the guards tell you to bring it.
1 gold.
I just give her a look and nod to him and say, "It will be done."
Well, good.
It will be done.
Sorry this is your first mission with us, but it comes with the territory.
And then I just start dragging bodies.
I am happily carrying bodies because Dakota actually, or Blanche actually liked my idea and kept the application. I thought it was gonna get thrown away because it's like this is like the chopping firewood guild. Take one with me.
I am. I have ulterior motives for doing it. Obviously.
I don't know. I don't care. I'm just
Well,
like
that was the reason that I gave you
Uh,
the look.
Oh,
Levi, are you? And now I see that your Steam page says you are.
Yeah. I'm still like waiting on the GM.
Oh, okay, I
that
will pull
screen.
you. There you go. Okay. So yeah, you guys leave his shop. It seems the general, as you guys leave, you can tell he's like staring at the door. But as soon as you guys walk out, he goes about what he's doing.
Mm-hmm. I walk out and I go and dump the body that I'm carrying.
Mm-hmm.
And then as I'm walking back, I'm going to stop and talk to the general.
Okay.
I'm going to wait for him to finish up whatever he's doing with this guard here. And I don't know where you want me to put the zombie bodies.
You can see that they're kind of like leading people to like bring them towards like the south gate, like right around here.
Okay.
They're piling the bodies of people up top,
Along
and then
here.
they're starting to pile dead undead
Okay.
down below. Looks like they were focusing more on people at first.
Okay.
But they are starting to pile the undead on the lower sections.
Okay, then I bring the one zombie that I was carrying out of this building over to there, and then I come over here and I stand here waiting for him to finish what he's doing with
Okay.
this guard.
Yeah, and he's just talking to one guard and is kind of like directing him, and he says, tell Captain Trevere to start focusing more efforts on piling the dead or undead, and if there are any more, and he kind of like pauses, living dead left, please be careful with them and put them up with the rest. And he nods and runs off. And he turns towards the rest of you.
And then I step forward and I'm like, I don't know what kind of trouble my friends have gotten into recently. I don't know what caused this.
wow. I don't say that.
I don't.
I'm just like,
I don't know what you're expecting of us, but if my friends are in trouble, if there's any kind of danger at all, I'm going to do my part to help out. I'm going to start moving these bodies, but if you need anything else from me, you can ask.
I'm glad you said so. I don't believe we're done with our walk, but you are free to help me scout about. I believe that would be of help.
Where would you like us to start?
Continue following me. And he continues walking to the west. He walks past the store, and as you get past, you see one of the familiar captains. You guys had Captain Zuru. I don't remember if that was a stream mission or a pre-stream mission, but that was the captain in the social district that you guys stole the keys from. It was quite some time ago.
The one with the house?
The one with the house.
I think that was pre-stream.
I believe so as well. But she seems to be directing a lot of people, and this area seems to be where the majority of the undead
Also,
are.
it wasn't Blanche. That was Clatter.
Correct. So you wouldn't recognize her at all. But Asher and Hoovel would. But you see the majority of undead seem to be gathered around this area. This is probably where they climbed up from. Uh, and as you get further from this spot, they seem to disperse. But he walks past, and again you see like rocks crashed into the trading center and then the houses around the crater.
So there
Continuing,
was obviously like an outward explosion.
yeah. Continuing on, you see more guards, a couple more people. Seems they haven't really picked up people from this area yet. And as you keep going, he's not really talking to you guys, and just knowingly looking forward that you guys are following him. As you round this corner, you guys are following him pretty closely, and you hear like this like loud pitched noise come from the general. Nothing like painful, but it's definitely enough to like instantly get your attention. And as he does this, like half a second later, you see a zombie sprint out from the side of the house and lunge at him. And as he does, he hits it, knocks it back 5 feet, and like walks up and like is just like on his knees in one hand with the hammer in the other, just hitting it over and over until it stops moving. He gets up and like brushes himself off, but now he's just like covered in like this green viscous liquid, and kind of like adjusts his collar and then continues on like nothing happened.
Yikes. Suddenly
I got
feel
kicked off the board. What board are we on?
I can pull you back. You got kicked off?
Okay.
What did you do to get kicked off? Were you like
Yeah.
placing goats?
Yeah. No, I don't have GM privileges. I checked.
I checked.
Okay.
I'll stop DDoSing
Besides-
Levi now.
Yeah, just fucking with Levi. Okay. So yeah, but he continues on, and for the rest of the walk, it seems like all the undead and dead have been cleared out. No one along this side of the street. Seems people either were able to leave here before the undead spread, or the undead just didn't get there. But as he arrives at this gate, you look around and it seems like none of the other guards are around this area, and none of the other people are around this area. You guys are kind of just alone with the general at this point. So, now that you've seen some of what I'm talking about, obviously you don't know exactly what's going on, but you know the fallout of what has happened. I would like to, in accordance to our deal before, offer you 3 more choices. 1, you may take my previous offer, try to fight me, and either die or end up in Grey Rock. And just so you guys know, I don't think I explained it before, but you guys would know, Grey Rock is the outsourced prison for Kesdon. It's just not in the city.
Yeah.
2, you leave through this gate right now, and motions behind him. I will give you a day's head start, but either I or one of my trusted groups will hunt you down eventually. 3, you work for me. You will be paid, and you will be able to utilize the skills you have acquired. I will be sending your group out of the city shortly, as this is cleared up, but you will be able to return at a later date. What say you, favored few? I will give you a moment to discuss.
I ask him one question before he steps away.
Yes.
If we were to accept your final offer, what would the time frame be? We have a few obligations that we are currently under before we would have to leave the town.
If they are non-personal obligations, I am willing to pay forward what some mission would pay you. If they are personal obligations, we will agree upon conditions being met. You have to know, I have pull in the city, but if the people were to know that this was caused by a group of people, or if they think this was caused by a specific group of people, I do not think that I could hold them back. This is more for your safety than mine. But you are free to stay if you would like.
Give him a nod and turn to the party.
Okay. He turns away, kind of like walks a bit of ways.
Well, I think we better pack a bag and leave the city for a couple of days. Come back with a new employer.
So you're saying take his second offer?
His third offer. He still said we'd have to leave for a bit.
Most likely for a mission. I think you misunderstood that last.
Maybe. I thought it was telling us to let the dust settle by bailing for a bit and then come back under his strict instruction.
Well, I think that is given no matter our option.
Fair enough.
I mean, we get to kill people and things with the third option, so I like that one.
I'd also have to do that with the first and second option.
That is true. We can go live in the woods. But for how long?
I mean, hunting the groups that he sends after us would be amusing.
This just becomes the tower defense.
I mean, I am the trap master. We could totally do that.
So far, your trap has been a bear trap in front of the house that has only hurt me and Paisley.
Excuse me, I set up the traps with the other assassination, the last one we did.
You mean the one that you guys got caught doing in our situation?
Ass.
Oh,
And they
man.
worked too.
They did work.
I'm the trap guy. I'm not the discreet. Well, no.
Look. I know our situation is dire.
I'm that guy too.
But is anybody else thinking about that sweet gold we need to collect in the library?
About 100 gold pieces?
Man. Yeah. Just thinking about it.
Why else do you think I asked if we can have a few days?
Excellent.
I think we only have one clear option here.
That is true. He did say he'd have work busting our skill set as well. So it's not like we're gonna be chopping 10 firewood and turning it into the
It's like, you guys are useless and you guys are going to be cleaning the latrines.
Yeah. Okay. I could see this being good, as long as we don't have to go to war.
Our skill set doesn't suit the front lines
I'm sure he has other things in mind.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not cut out for war. I'm too soft.
Are we all in accordance then?
All in agreement. Let's go
I
inform our new employer.
And then I approach him and say, we accept your first offer. I'm kidding.
Instantly kills you guys.
Yeah.
I say obviously, in this hypothetical situation, we accept your first offer. I instantly use darkness and use my bonus action to teleport through the doorway. Bye, guys!
Good luck.
If there's a split second before he's hostile, I could try and cast sleep.
He has more than the amount of HP that you would need for sleep.
I guess that's true. That's true.
Sorry, guys. I know
so
it's like the max sleep is like 30 or something.
It goes up with
Even I
higher
have
spell slots.
38.
Oh, it does. Okay.
The base level's 20.
Yeah. Okay.
So, what will you have us do, boss?
Well, if you are accepting, I will have a carriage awaiting you just outside of the south gates of the Galantic District. It has enough provisions for your group and the horses that I will provide. Show this to the guard there, and it's like just a piece of paper that is kind of like cart ownership with his stamp of approval. Hands it, or just kind of like holds it out to whoever.
I take it.
Okay. Also, we discussed some days that you might need to stay in town to take care of some things. I would highly suggest against this, but I will not flat out refuse.
We just
Well-
need. We just need like one, right?
We need 3 days.
Oh, 3 days.
Okay. 3
And
days would
then-
get you to the
Um,
9th when you have that sword mission
Yes,
to turn in.
and then, but that would not provide us to be able to help Catherine.
Oh no. I'll send a messenger pigeon. Way. Is that a thing? I don't know. We'll get the word to him that
You also have magical means of sending him a message.
Or mundane means of sending him a letter.
Yeah, or mundanes of sending him a letter through.
And we have a friend who will do it.
yeah. I do feel like
You
Catherine
have-
is like a romantic type. He likes theater and like I feel like a letter by messenger is more suited.
So he looks at all of you and says, 3 days.
Okay. Okay, let's go pack up shop then. Or find a storekeep we can trust.
And he holds up his hand and says, before you get too far along, we also discussed you all being paid. And he pulls out from behind himself like a large pouch and holds it out.
Huh? But we haven't done anything
I
yet.
take it.
Oh.
This is part of your payment. The other part will be dealt upon completion of certain aspects of the mission I will be assigning to you.
Can we have details on that yet?
Of course. And he also pulls out what looks to be like a pamphlet, or like large stack of papers.
I take
It's
it
a
and I'm kind
Uh,
of like flipping through it like, wow.
not a pamphlet, a packet. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
And as you flip through it, you see pages of like details. You see pages that have like half of it is a sketch of a person, and under it are like descriptors. And then those pages are separated by find, kill, and information. And it seems to be like just a huge packet of information of like multiple missions.
Oh, Okay.
Not just like a singular, this is what you need to do. More so like, these are the things that you need to do.
Gotcha. That makes
Uh,
more sense as why he would incrementally pay us then. Hmm.
You will
I have
head
like my
to...
eyebrows up, like, whoa. It's a lot.
yeah. You will head to Ventento. When you arrive at your destination, you will find Captain Jane at the guard station, and she will be the one you will report to. If you hear from me, it will be through Lana. If anyone else contacts you and says that it's from me, it is a lie.
Okay. Okay.
Now, in
That
3
is
days'
fine.
time, the carriage will be waiting for you. I expect all of you to be on it. If you are not, or if I discern any deceit or get an inkling of betrayal, I will hunt you down personally.
Mm-hmm. I
Now,
nod.
I
Yeah.
am doing this out of trust. I've paid you partly as you will all need to utilize that money for anything that you need before you leave town.
I eye the bag like, how much is in there?
Who took the bag?
I did.
Did you look in it?
I haven't, but
Okay.
I deal with a lot of coin by
Yeah.
weight. Can I
By
get an
weight,
estimate?
somewhere between 800 and 1200 gold or pieces.
Okay.
And I would say also by shape, since all the pieces are different shapes, this is platinum.
Oh, magic item time! I don't know that yet, so that's just me
I
out of
ask
being
him,
celebrating.
When it comes to gathering provisions for ourselves, do you think the trading district will be open and operational before then?
I do not, but any food, water for yourselves or the horses has been accounted for. So that money would be for personal items.
Dear, I wonder if our friend will let us in his bubble.
He kind of laughs and says, I believe Arnak is just giving those guards a bit of trouble.
Yeah.
Carriage by the south gate in 3 days.
He nods. Now, I will allow you free reign through the city as of now. 3 days is your time limit. At
Very
this
well.
point, the people who know of this deal are yourselves, me, and Lana.
Tell no one, I reckon?
I would advise against it.
Okay. I'll also messenger pigeon my mom to be like, we're safe. Don't worry.
One final question.
No,
If something were to happen to Lana and you attempted to contact us through other means,
I would contact Captain Jane, and they would get in contact with you.
very well.
Captain Jane would also... I will inform her of this as well.
Okay.
She is to be trusted.
Very well.
I gotta write this down. What was the name of the city again?
The city is Ventento. Ventento.
You picked some hard names, Brent.
Yep.
Okay.
It's fantasy.
It's fantasy. Get used to it.
At least I don't put on any of those like triple consonants or whatever.
You.
It's Van Tanto. There's 16 E's,
Yeah.
All of them have the little dotty dots above them.
Well,
but
some
they're all different amounts. Of
yeah, some
dotty
of them have the
dots.
dots. Some of them have the umlauts. Yeah. Some of them are like the AE.
Oh no.
This one's
are
just
hard.
a backwards E.
Yeah.
Okay.
If there are no more questions, I believe that covers everything that I needed to discuss with all of you.
Okay.
I am glad that this conversation went the way I was hoping.
Mhm. Okay. Now the only thing left is to prepare to leave then. We'll be off, if that's okay.
Nods and says, show this, and gives you like a small kind of like pin that looks like it would be on a necklace, but it's not attached to any necklace,
Okay.
and says, show this to the guard at the gates. They will let you through. No need of any copper.
Gotcha. The general's pendant. Added
And with
to inventory.
that, he nods. I wish you all luck, and heads off towards where people were working.
And then I start making my way back to our place.
Wow. This is such a turn. I feel like we're the bad news bears and we're going to Japan. I can't grab my guy.
Okay. Are you guys heading anywhere else before you get home?
When I get to the Ash District, I am going to go through the tunnels to get to the Shroud.
Okay, so you're going to the Ash District, and then going back through to the Shroud.
Yes.
Okay. Levi and Hoovel and Ash, are you doing anything different, or are you following?
I'm gonna keep my feet dry. I'm just going home.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to Nick's.
Okay.
Wait, what time is it?
Full party. Split.
Well, Nyx is here, so...
Yeah, Nyx is here, so I'll go with you first. It is, at this point, afternoon. Let's see. This morning, Paisley told the guards about the body, then came back, then talked to you guys, had the messenger, went there, then had to go through the city, so it's probably somewhat later afternoon, 5 or 6. But it is
well,
still
we have
like...
a few days to.
Sorry, go ahead.
We have a few days to do our stuff until we have to go, right?
Yeah,
He gave
we
you
got
3 days.
3.
3 days. Yeah. Then I'll wait till tomorrow to go to Nick. Never
Okay.
mind. I thought it was a little earlier.
Yeah, I will say, you did walk past this, Nyx, as you guys were walking around the outer edge. I think that's when you were kind of going in and out. And just with your passive perception, you saw that the store was completely intact. It doesn't seem to have been touched. But you didn't see Nyx working at it, which he would normally
Use
be
the
outside.
restroom real quick.
Okay. So it is unusual that he wouldn't be working at his store, but it doesn't seem like the store has been broken or touched.
Okay.
But if you guys are just going back to the Ash District, I will take you guys there.
I'm back.
Oh, hello. I didn't know you left.
Oh, sorry. I had to get those sweetest fish away from me. They're too delectable.
So all you missed was
Oda has
you guys
acquired sweet fish.
you guys got back to the Ash District.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you guys doing anything in the Ash District before you go to the den?
Negative.
Okay, so you're heading straight from the gate to the den.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And then Asher and Hoovel, are you going straight home?
I am going straight home.
Yep, straight home.
Can I palm the I wouldn't palm it. Request the gold?
Yeah, I'd give her the pouch to bring back to the...
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Oh?
point and note, when you do show the guards at this gate the pendant, they let you through, no search.
Okay. Wait. Blanche, are you gonna go anywhere else?
The den?
Want this pendant?
No.
Oh, okay. Goodbye then.
Okay. You guys arrive back at the house. I'll go with you guys first. I'll just pull you over there, because I know you guys are bad with directions.
I'm gonna have to go there. That's okay, I know. Okay.
But as you guys walk up and you go inside, you guys use that door. As you walk inside, you hear bustling about inside like the main area. And you see Senna and the 3 children kind of like running about. Looks like they're reorganizing this area to kind of like suit their needs better. And it seems like there's a few more items that you might have not had before lining the shelves.
It's just you guys. I'm glad.
Yes, I'm glad you're back. So I've gotten the children here. We're setting up shop. I hope you don't mind. We're reorganizing. I thought it could be a little bit better over here with how often we'll be getting to this. And it's kind of just like, I hope you like it. And we will get started right away. I've already started spreading the word, and people are starting to talk.
Knowing that this is Dakota's domain, I look around and I'm like, it is beautiful. Wouldn't have it any other way. You're killing it. Okay. There's a lot to explain, but I can't do it right now. We'll have to talk later, okay? After the whole thing is done today with the store.
And she like taps her nose and says, I understand. Things need to go unspoken for now.
Okay. I'm like, bye guys. Thank you for your help.
Bye.
I go upstairs, rushing upstairs to go over to Blanche's desk to count this gold.
Okay.
I'm
yeah,
like,
you dump it out on the desk, and it is 1,000 platinum,
woo!
which would transfer to 10,000 gold.
Delicious. I don't even know what to do with that kind of money. What do I want? I'm just gonna go pacing around for a bit, thinking about all the great things I could buy. Like magical stuff just for vanity.
Levi, are you doing all right? I think we might have
Levi?
lost Levi again. I just see it like his.
My Wi-Fi
hey.
is... It kicked me off.
Levi, your voice is so bad. It just and then I just see your icon popping in and out. Oh, okay. So yeah, you guys.
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. You guys get home. You get the platinum situated, and everything seems to be pretty normal at home.
Nice.
People seem to be unaware of where you were or what you were doing.
That's all I had. I'm just gonna be fantasizing now.
Nice. Blanche, we'll go over to the den. There you go. You walk in. Seems to be normal. Other than all of the groups that you've seen before are here, and it seems like they're kind of just like super relaxed, just chilling. Normally see them either like doing something while they're here or getting drinks and then shortly leaving. But they all seem to be like, you know, propped up on chairs. Some of them are like sleeping. No work seems to be going on right now.
I go up to old Thick Dick.
Old Thick Dick. Well, Blanche. Good to see you. I don't know if you've heard, but there seems to be a situation going on up above. It seems we're laying low for a bit.
I completely understand.
Yeah, so, is there anything else I can do for you?
I would like to hire somebody for a delivery.
Well, if it's a regular old delivery, we could do that.
No questions asked. The most reliable person you can think of.
All right.
And then I ask him to retrieve the bag that I gave him to hold on to.
And the item for delivery is the bag?
It's what's inside the bag.
Of course. The bag itself. Just the bag. And he, like, winks. But he only has one eye, so it's more of a blink.
Okay.
But he does go into the safe, and then a few moments later comes back out, closes it with a longer bag.
Mm-hmm. He hands me back my bag of holding.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I take the bag inside my cloak, and I remove the sword from the bag.
Okay.
Still in there, correct?
Yep.
Okay. And then I wrap my cloak around the sword, and then I take my cloak off, so I no longer have a cloak right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I take some rope and I tie it all closed,
Okay.
so it's just the sword wrapped.
Yeah.
And I place this on the counter,
Okay.
and I say I would like this item delivered to so and so kobold, this date, this time at the library. Forgot her
Okay.
name.
I don't believe you guys ever asked.
Okay.
So just Cobalt Library this time.
Well, it might have been on the original contact.
I believe that one also just said Cobalt.
Okay.
I could be wrong. And maybe, but it doesn't matter. A Cobalt assistant.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I make sure that he knows that, like, they cannot unravel this. Nobody can see them with this item. It needs to be delivered to this person's hands. They will receive 100 gold upon completion.
Okay. Simple enough. And I'm sure that would be enough to pay them, correct? You do not want the gold?
No, they can hold on to it.
Terrific. Easy enough.
And then, upon other news, the favored few will be out of commission for the time being. We are going to be leaving the city for a while.
Leaving the city. Interesting. Well, if you are specifically visiting other cities, any thievery and reach that we could have would be appreciated.
Of course, just tell me how to get in touch with them.
Of course. Give me a second. If you are heading towards Zoros, we do have an established base there. But otherwise, we are looking to increase our reach. So if you are looking to settle down in another town, get in contact with us, and once you're there, and we can work some stuff out.
And what would be the best way to get into contact with you if I was in another city?
Messenger pigeon.
Any letters coming to us through the the Silver Swan to Battle Carver will come to me. That is the best long distance if you were not using magic to do so.
Very well. Address to Battle Carver. Then I believe that is everything. Delivery is taken care of. I got my bag of holding back. Yeah, I think that's everything I needed here.
Okay. Well,
So I thank him, and I tell him that we will send correspondence if I deem it responsible to do so.
he nods and reaches out with his tail in a handshake-like fashion.
I shake it and I say, "It has been a pleasure, and I hope to make it back here."
And I hope to hear from you soon. And as you pull your hand back, you find 2 gold pieces in it.
Oh,
Aw. How did he hold that with his... whatever.
It's a mystery.
and then I head back to
Yeah, and as you're leaving, from behind the brazier, you see a smaller goblin with stark white hair pulled back jump out and kind of just like, Blanche, I couldn't help overhearing that you were leaving town. I just and kind of like fake wipes a tear from his eye, but you could tell he wasn't really crying. I just wanted to say that your group has been fantastic, and I couldn't ask for better students of mine to go so far.
Aw, jeez.
I give him a genuine smile, and I'm like, "We couldn't have asked for a better teacher."
Yeah, he's just been on a mission with you guys before.
Yeah. But this won't be the last that you hear or see of us.
That's
I will
that's
make
good to
sure.
know. Then see you later. Walks off.
It's all goodbyes, like we're about to go fucking die.
We might. We're not made for the outer city. We're city folk.
And then I head back to the to our place.
Okay. And as you walk in, similarly to the others, you get greeted by Senna and the 3 children, who are bustling about, changing what the layout is, but and then like you notice a few extra stock. Blanche. Yes, I've told the other two, but we're changing things around a bit, making it just a little bit easier to get to the more common items, putting the more flashy things up front. I hope you do not mind.
I do not mind one bit.
Okay. I was also thinking we could put some stuff out in the main areas. There does seem to be a bit of room out there as well. Maybe a few of the more flashy items, like I said, putting it out there so that it draws more people in.
Oh, absolutely.
Terrific. And
Though, I would like to talk to you about one thing.
yes.
It seems myself and my compatriots upstairs will be leaving the town for the foreseeable future.
Oh.
I was going to offer for yourself and the children to stay here and continue looking after the shop.
Really?
It's only natural that I feel that you should have a place among these walls.
As inside, we could just, work here and also sleep here.
Correct.
Kind of like looks around for a bit. Roll an insight.
Insight is that's a 19.
Okay. She's putting on a tough face, but you see like the hint of like a little tear form at the side of her eye, and she's like, I think this will be adequate.
I will go over more details with you. We are to be leaving in 3 days' time. Feel free to stop by during that time while we're getting all of our stuff prepared. I will go over some of the things about the house and some of the various other things that you will need to know about this as well. But I believe that this place is in good hands.
I will run it as if you were here. It
And,
will be successful.
I just step forward and give her a hug.
And she hugs you back.
And I just say to her, it's good to be under the same roof again.
It is.
And then I let go, pat her on the shoulder, and head upstairs.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, dang. This is sad.
After I go upstairs, I let them know that the delivery for the sword is taken care of.
Ooh. Okay.
So for the next 3 days, it is for us to prepare.
Okay.
Senna and the children will be allowed to stay in this house.
Beautiful.
Hoovel, I would like you to show them how to deal with the security as well as reset it if necessary.
He'll just give like a solid nod.
Poor Levi. He cannot manage his security. We'll go set more traps, buddy. Don't you worry.
Now, as far as the payment from the general goes,
Is it 100 platinum?
1,000.
1,000 platinum. I say, kicking my feet onto his desk like, oh. Yeah.
okay. So if we split that, we each get 333 platinum.
Wow, we can go get some magic stuff. Do we
let us-
dare knock on his bubble?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
But I feel like we should. I had something I was about to say and it just slipped my mind.
Yeah.
Aw.
I also just saw Levi's icon slip away from the game.
Yeah, same.
He's
um.
hanging on for dear life.
I also go downstairs and I open up the treasury.
Okay.
And I take 400 gold out of it.
Okay.
And, well, actually, I'll take 300 gold out of it and give each of us an extra 100 gold as well.
Ooh. Do we add the platinum as well?
Yeah, 333 platinum, 100 gold. And then while I'm down there, I'm also going to take out an extra, 30 platinum and give each of us an extra 10.
Okay.
I'm taking notes here as well of what I'm removing.
I am adding it as you're saying it.
Okay.
Then keep note, because I don't know how
yeah.
much Levi is hearing as well.
Then use this money to make sure you are outfit for any possible contingency that may come up, as well as anything that we are trying to accomplish while we are out. We don't know if we'll be able to acquire as plentiful of goods as we have here in Kesdan.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to be ready for anything that comes up.
That's true. We need emergency stash as well. Okay.
With that, 340 platinum, 100 gold. Yes.
I just texted him.
343 platinum.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Levi! It's always a treat when you come back and
then
you hear it.
now really bad.
Yeah. All right. So with that, you guys have your money split. And you have a plan of action.
We have our affairs in order for the town.
I will end the session here. You guys can take the next week to decide how you want to spend your last 3 days and how you want to spend your money while you're in town.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
Will we share the cool things we get, or are we going to shop on stream?
I will probably have you guys just think about what you're going to do and then quickly go over it at the start of next stream.
Okay. Cool.
And then also, this is the end of session 12, so next time you guys will have leveled up.
Woo!
Yay!
We're getting some stuff, we're losing some stuff.
Thank you all for joining us, and we will see you next time. See you later, bitches.
See ya, bitches.
Bye.